The boys were called edgy. Told they'd never make it past 5 episodes. Well, here those podcast jerks are. Back for season 2. The Boys in the Woods podcast. The show your mother warned you about and that your dad was hiding in the basement listening to. Get ready for the Boys in the Woods podcast.
Another week of sports that didn't happen. We didn't have a whole lot going on. Did you do anything interesting in the last week?
Oh, God.
I did lots of. Did you get the snow blow? I guess that was my big
No.
Oh, it was too slushy and shitty.
Yeah. There wasn't enough of it.
I figured you'd go out there and just give her hell anyway. I mean,
there just was not enough of it. And maybe if I had a paved driveway, I probably would have. If I had a paved,
you didn't want
driveway.
To be chucking rocks around out there.
No. I mean, it's still like, one of the cool things about this electric line that we've been utilizing, that I've been utilizing, is the Ryobi or Ryobi, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You walk into Home Depot, they all know it, and they correct you like. They correct you on that, like you said their grandmother's name wrong, bro.
Right.
I swear to God.
Oh, I got big news.
It's why I'm probably. What's that?
I got big news. We're gonna join the world of fiber optic internet. We don't get TDI, but we have this USI, and they've been buried the shit in our front yard, dude.
Yeah.
We're getting one. We got the pedestal right in our front yard. They were out there with the ground, the tunneling systems. Yeah. So we're getting there. So I'm gonna have that 3G,
so awesome,
3G friggin' internet, and we won't have to worry about none of this shit.
That's so awesome.
And then the big computer comes, Charles, and we can become gaming. Yes. Then it's all coming.
Yeah, I've been playing the shit out of Skull and Bones for sure.
I know. I watched a little bit. It's hard for me to do it when I'm at work because people think I'm actually working and doing shit, so I can't pop in there and check it out too often.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out a good stream wave for that. Anyways, what was I was just saying something. I got Caitlin.
You're talking about how you go into Home Depot and they really reintroduce you to the new.
Yeah. Well, the electric words. Yeah, it's hilarious. You know, do it one day. Just walk in and go. Do you know where the Ryobi is? Because I'm pretty sure it's Ryobi.
Yeah, go in there and piss them off. Is that
or Robi? Yeah. Oh, every single person so far. Because I've had to go in a few times looking for the batteries. I love the app, and I get it. And I love the discount at Home Depot. The veteran discount at Home Depot. It's so simple. It's so awesome. It's easy to use. I thank them every single day for that. Honestly, the number one easiest veteran discount I've ever used in my life is at Home Depot. So, but anywho, the coolest part about these electric lawnmowers and snowblowers, bros, they're so light. Dude, without the batteries in them, I pick them up with one arm.
Yeah.
I'm not in Hercules here, man. I do okay. But
do you feel like it though when you're lifting it up? Do you feel like you're man? You don't? No.
No, you do. Well, for one, you don't feel like you're lifting up a lawnmower, and it scares you. Dude, even the snowblower, it comes put together and everything. I just pulled it right out of the box. You put the batteries in it gets a little heavier. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, well, the batteries,
But then it's like you're like, this isn't gonna work. This is gonna be terrible, dude. It's gotta be terrible.
Is it because it's light? It makes you feel like it's cheap and it's not gonna be a good product. Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. They're smart, right? Like it's not a constant power output as much as it uses what it needs when it needs it.
Oh, okay. So you're telling me like if you're pushing her up in the grass and all of a sudden you get that real thick where she's extra
she's kick the blades harder to get through that, mulch it up, and then once it gets out of it, it like same thing with the snowblower. I've got an adjuster on how far I want to shoot, so how fast it goes. But even that, like that's just its foundation. It goes further than that if it needs to. Now, if you plug it up and stop it, the thing does eventually stop and it shuts itself off.
Yeah, but it doesn't want to kill itself. It doesn't want to burn the motor up.
The lawnmower, I mean, I'm telling you, I think I waited to get about 4, maybe 4.5, 5 inches solid wet grass. I used the same amount of energy as if it was 2 inches dry grass. Like it just didn't matter. I mean, there was moments in my grass that it was able to quiet down, mulch the whole thing. My one and only mistake was thinking that I could put that back thing on it and I'd be fine.
Oh, yeah.
I got to remove that son of a bitch like 8-9 times and dump all that out. And at one point I was just like right in the trash. And then there was this thing on the news, I swear, like a week later. Where
don't dump your lawn clippings in your garbage can. We've been I doubt any of them listen to us. The garbage guys in the local town listen to us. Yeah, we've done it a few times. Like,
yeah. I felt bad once. I never thought to Google it or nothing. To be honest,
no,
with you.
I guess I understand after I heard what happens. Like they're pushing stuff around and it gets gummed up in their machines and their blades. Yeah,
I get it 100%. I was like, oh man, I feel bad. But I like our trash people, our recycle people. They're chill as hell. They go above and beyond. I thought for sure last week that they were going to be like, no, bro, we can't do that. And they did it. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
So it don't matter. So far, I've been like 2.5 feet outside that recycle bin. Like it's still in the bin. And once they dump it, it comes out nice and smooth.
Yeah.
Right? But yeah, 2.5 feet last week. It's just money makers, bro. And I'm like, hell yeah. Man.
Yeah, they're doing right by that. I mean, they're doing their job.
So other than that, big news, I guess. There's been big news all over sports. If you caught the last episode, we're gonna hashtag to be continued. That episode, from my understanding, hashtag to be continued.
That episode, I guess we're going to release that tomorrow because that's kind of an episode I think people need to. If you guys want to get all of our takes from the Super Bowl, that is the episode to watch because that has everything.
Yeah, I guess you're going to be pretty confused. Yeah, if you don't listen to that one. And here we are walking just right into F1, cricket, soccer, and baseball. Yeah,
well,
baseball.
We'll run this baby Tuesday, so we'll run that one tomorrow, just so that we give a little teaser. We'll actually do that one. We'll put that one live. It'll probably piss people off.
Yeah, maybe we should put that one live. We'll just send that one.
We'll just send that one out there.
We'll send that one. We'll do this one live, and then this one live. If the other one will bring more traction back.
We can talk about that one. We can talk about that. We'll post this live after we're done recording it tonight. Here's the kicker, Charles.
Yes, sir.
I love everybody that is involved with that podcast. I love both of you. I love Mike. I love you, Charles, and I love Paul. And absolutely, if you don't take any of this serious, because Charles and I don't take any of our arguments serious, because at the end of the day, you ever hear Charles and I have this argument, and Charles he tries to stop me and he goes, bro, that's when you know Charles and I are getting to the point where it's not going to come to blows because we're not physically here, but Charles is not going to walk away, but he's going to change the subject. And every now and then you just kind of need to do that. You just need to change it up a little bit.
And in this last episode, Patrick attempted to do that for us, and we attempted to get off the hill as many times.
I tried to be the mediator. Yeah.
Even in my mind, the mental picture at one point was like me on a boat leaving the island, and then something happens, and I'm like, all right, here we go. And I turned the whole fucking boat around for no reason. Man, they turned the whole boat around for no reason.
I felt like I was in the hangover, and I couldn't find Stu. I couldn't find none of these guys, man. I was like lost.
And I tell you, we've all talked many times after. I think we're like 5-6 days away from that episode now, 4 to 6 days away.
Yeah, we're good.
Recording that episode. But anywho, pure love, and this is and one of the coolest things about that episode, I think personally, is that you run into, and the AI brought it to our attention beautifully, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You run into a facts versus fandom. And in our lives, in our world, in our takes, with our passion, you're going to run into facts versus fandom often. And that's the cultivation of that project, we will say.
It's one of the problems with doing a podcast too. I don't think a lot of people understand that these are our personal opinions, and we do dig into facts. Charles will give you a lot of facts, but even then, in between the takes, it's personal opinion, and it's observational at best. Let's just say that.
One of the greatest things about podcasts, and I feel the reason why many people are listening to podcasts is exactly what you just said. Yeah. It's real personal opinions. It's not 6-7 people writing a script based off of a title they were gifted by the entertainment they're so choosing to be partially eclectic with, right? Because let's be honest, they don't jump into a diverse system here in an attempt to find multiple opinions. It's generally the one opinion.
Oh, right.
Given a title, 6 people give you a production.
Well, even if you and I were to write a script for each one of us to speak every single time we had a podcast episode, I don't even think you and I would actually follow it completely.
No, because we technically do.
Charles has
these. This is season one's. This is season one's clip notes, right? Sticky notes,
post-it notes everywhere. If you guys have not watched one of the episodes when Charles talks about everything coming back around in a circle as far as evolution, what was it? What were we talking about? It was de-extinction.
De-extinction, yeah. Reintroducing large fauna into the ecosystem.
That's a good episode. Check that out on YouTube. There's a lot of good stuff from that one.
Season 2 is about killed it, though. Season 2 is about killed it. Yeah. Oh, the wife's desk is right over there. So I just steal from her.
You just go and grab.
Yeah.
Grab.
She'll come in. Oh, I see you got my sticky notes again. And I'll be like, oh boy, here we go again. I'm just kidding. I love Charles, I snagged the opportunity.
Now is speaking of an opportunity, now is an opportunity for you to mention the giveaway opportunity.
Giveaway opportunity. So we had mentioned this in an episode prior. We are giving away an item off of Boys in the Woods 906.shop. Of course, that's Boys in the Woods 906.shop, where you can find all the gear linked from us, the stuff that Sir Patrick's in, of course, the opposite direction, shirts, logos, hats, coasters. But we're giving away the stainless steel coffee mug. And this is another episode where all you have to do, wherever you're listening, however you're watching, is comment, I want the mug. Now, if you commented on one of the last episodes that we pushed this out in, and you comment again in this episode, that's going to be another entry. Okay. And this will go, I think we'll get one more episode next week in.
Yeah, then maybe next Friday we'll do the drawing, the giveaway.
We'll do the drawing and we'll do the reveal. So all you have to do is comment, I want the mug. And let me rephrase this. Wow, I went way off topic here. Okay, you do have to be a subscriber, and you have to like wherever you're at, and then comment, I want the mug. So if you're already a subscriber and you've already liked, then all you have to do is comment, I want the mug. But in order to be a part of any of this, you have to be a subscriber. So go to the YouTube page and click the subscribe button. And you can find that YouTube page through Facebook, through Instagram, through our link tree. There's everything all over. This is a fantastic mug. The wife has been using one now for well over a month. I love it. She loves it. High quality H2O product here. So, and again, if you're interested in seeing what the mug looks like, of course, you could find images of that and many other items on Boys in the Woods 906.shop. That's Boys in the Woods 906.shop.
Absolutely.
Quick recap. Subscribe, like, comment, I want the mug. We appreciate you. Now, there is another episode previous to this that if you listen to it and find it, of course, if you probably just connected the dots and went to the episode that has the comments, I want the mug, you'll probably find the episode we're talking about. But if you listen to it, that'd be swell as well. That'd be swell as well. That'd be swell as well.
I want the mug. I want the mug.
So just go ahead and give us a subscribe, give us a click, give us a like. I don't know what was the click portion of that, but go ahead and give us a subscribe, give us a like, and comment for your own chance to win a fantastic mug found on Boys in the Woods 906.shop. I want the mug.
I promise you, it'll be your most famous, awesome mug that you could ever possibly. It's going to kick that Stanley's ass. Don't even talk about the Stanley. All you're going to be talking about is the Boys in the Woods podcast mug. Yeah. I've got this mug.
Yeah. And the cool thing about the Boys in the Woods mug, too, is that I do believe on the shop itself, because you'll read in the description, you click, I want to buy it, you buy it, you then send that order off to a fulfillment center that is Printful. Printful receives it, accepts it, and then sends it to one of their small businesses, one of their many, many, many distributors that they have. We've had the pleasure of working with some really great companies so far out of South Carolina, and I believe Tennessee, and I might be saying Tennessee because I believe I've got a vacation coming up this year to Tennessee. I'm not sure.
And I know there's two made to order.
Made to order, absolutely. Made to order. So it's just a small process. We are on top of things as the order comes in. Very little time. Within 5 to 10 minutes of you placing that order, we send the order. So we're very, very good with that.
Couple updates here for the podcast. Yes. Coming up episodes, our friend here, Brennan Ralt is going to be back from Gold Rush.
Brennan that's so good to hear.
Brennan is down in Orlando, Florida right now with Brunt Workwear. He's doing some promo stuff, and he told me, he texted me, he's like, I got to ride in a limousine. He's like, I'm wearing Carhartt pants. He goes, I ain't changing for nobody. He's like, I don't know if they're gonna have any respect for my Busch Light drinking ass, but he goes, I'm happy to go down there. He goes, I've never been in a limousine before. I go, you were on Gold Rush. You never put your ass in a limousine before. I'm like, damn, even Charles and I could have put you in a limousine. I mean, we might have been in there with you, but we could have put you in a limousine. He's coming back, and our buddy Trev's Chirps that Charles didn't have the opportunity to be on because he had a wedding. Shout out Brent. Yeah, he had Brent's wedding. He was officiating, and in there. But our buddy Trevor is going to be back on tomorrow night.
Yeah,
Charles and I would be recording with him, so he'll be back next week sometime.
And as time goes on, I do plan on us doing live weddings. Okay, so, or funerals. I can marry you or bury you. It's all the same price to me. But this could be something interesting in our future. Once a year, we'll officiate a listener's wedding.
Well, we've got the equipment now, Charles.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. As time goes on, that people are going to want it.
Well, not only
we give the people what they want.
We could have DJ Charles, Jazzy Jeff, and Patrick. We could just be walking around with the microphones, interviewing guests. We could do the music. Yeah, we can get all this stuff down.
And then I can marry you.
And then
so
Charles,
if you're in a situation where things like that sound pleasing, shout out an email.
But like our friend said, don't get married near the Taco Bell in Las Vegas, because apparently those are the bad juju, and your divorce rate is like 80%.
I'm excited about this. I'm excited to sit down with Trev. I'm excited to sit back down with Brennan.
Yeah,
that's fantastic. We also have some more news, actually.
Yeah, what do you got going on?
Give us a little pat on the back here for just a moment. We breached the NFL top 90 podcast list.
Number 40.
We came in at 48.
Yeah.
Yes. Where can we find that list again? It was we got the email. Feedspot.com. podcast.feedspot.com/NFL_podcast. Of course,
we are also the number 5 sports news podcast in the state of Wisconsin, too. In case
we reached the top 5 in the state of Wisconsin. So seriously, just well done. Well done. We're really excited about the women's rugby team still. We're still thinking about you. we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, prayers also to the families of all those people involved in that terrible shooting in Kansas City as well.
Terrible situation. Terrible situation. Kind of shocking to me that not more people are talking about drunk Travis Kelce as much as people are talking about passionate Super Bowl Travis Kelce. Like,
I brought up drunk Travis Kelce, and I fucking thought it was hilarious.
I'm really glad you did. It's I think it's hilarious. But in the spirit of drunk conversations, have you been noticing everything that happened with the waste management?
Yeah, I brought that up as well. That was interesting. Everybody was saying that it was because they delayed the golf event a couple days, and that's why it got so sloppy, because people were getting, not only that, you had 200,000 people there for a golf event. It's wild.
one of the spectacles. I can't believe it took this long to happen. But I saw a meme that unlocked a childhood memory that shamed adult me for feeling the way I felt. Okay, so honestly, the waste management has become a Happy Gilmore clip. And how can I be upset? Damn it, people, this is golf, not a rock concert.
Did you happen to see any of the crazier videos that were on TikTok? Or did you see
the one dude just sitting there pissing at like 8:09 a.m.?
Did you see the one where they're throwing money on the hill and the dudes are running up trying to get it, and they keep adding to the pot like it's a freaking poker game, and the dudes are running up there, and finally some fat guy just came running from the top of the hill, slid down like a freaking seal, and grabbed the money and freaking ran away. It was, dude, it's awesome. You got to find the video. It's great. I wish I could find it. I'll have to ask Jake. He knows all about it. But
so here's the reason I want to bring this up, because you and I were talking about heading to the waste management sooner rather than later. It'll definitely be an option. I'm looking forward to it.
I definitely don't want to be one of those people, but I would love to have.
We'll be there to get some of the vids for sure.
Oh yes, the video and the audio.
The sad part though is that golf isn't going to allow this. The rock concert atmosphere in golf is never going to be okay. And one of two things is going to happen. The pros that everybody wants to see.
Yeah.
They're not going to go.
A lot of guys already said they're not going to go to it, but you're still going to have people.
And you're looking at it too at the Genesis, right? Usually the Phoenix, the Waste Management, and the Genesis, even though they're back to back, they usually have a good complement of players. And I mean, it's like somebody already kind of knew. 49 of the last year's FedEx top 50 players are at the Genesis tournament. Tiger Woods is hurt. He's out. Dude, just go to the fucking Champions League already.
Here's the thing, Charles. You want to know how they can make sure that those people show up to that golf event? Add $10 million to the purse and see what happens.
Well, the PGA is already in trouble with Live outpaying, and the DP World Tour. I mean, they're trying to compete with Live, so both of them are paying more than PGA right now. Events you're getting paid way more now than you were even last year. But
the competition, they had to bump everything up, basically almost like a per diem for the golf events, because they had to try to be more competitive. Yeah, that was part of the lawsuit, I thought, that they had to be more competitive.
Or they'll end up, or the other option, is to lure the pros back, would be to put a cap on the amount of alcohol sold per person, which is something easily obtained.
Oh yeah, wristbands. Yeah,
wristbands, punch cards,
even
app,
a QR
digital,
code, or an app,
digital app utilizing whatever authenticator is currently on your phone.
Yeah,
everyone's got one, either a face reader or a finger reader. If you're not using it because you don't want the phone to have that technology, you have a driver's license.
Yeah.
For the love of God.
They'll start scanning that stuff just like they do with going into the bar, like Wisconsin does it. Here's the other thing. As much as I love watching the videos and how humorous and funny it is, it's funny to an extent, but it did get completely out of control.
Well, it was out of base. Well out of control.
Just way too much. The dude's sitting there pissing himself like in public, and it was in the 11 a.m. when that was going on. Yeah, kids were walking around.
On the East Coast, it's closer to 4 p.m. So
I guess I don't.
Maybe he's an East Coaster, bro.
It could have been. He was not hanging with his buddies, though. He couldn't hang. He was not having a good fucking time.
Well,
he might have been having
first terrible segue of the season, going from dude pissing himself to congratulations, Caitlin Clark.
Oh yeah, congratulations, Caitlin Clark. You did not piss yourself on the court.
Well done, and only like as Caitlin Clark-esque as possible. She drops a 38-foot bomb on Michigan to surpass. She's only 99 points away from being number one in Division I, men's and girls. Bro.
Well, she dropped half a hundo on Michigan. Yeah. So that right there is pathetic.
That's what I'm saying. She needs 99 points, and you've got February 22nd at Indiana.
Yeah.
February 25th versus Illinois.
Yeah, I get
February 28th at Minnesota, and then March 1st.
She's do it within 3 games.
I'm telling you right now, she breaks in lieu of injury.
3 games.
But Iowa has an amazing student athlete division. They are absolutely wonderful with their athletes. So I think February 28th at Minnesota, I believe.
If you were a gambling
2 to 3 minutes into the third quarter or the second half.
Well, it's quarters. It's quarters.
Okay,
I always forget that it's quarters in women's basketball.
So into the third quarter, I believe she takes it. I believe a couple minutes into the third quarter, she surpasses it. And I think she solidifies it with another 30-burger March 3rd versus Ohio State. And I think we're looking at the Division I points leader for decades, because in today's world, I can't believe she came back.
Well, she still has all the tournament as well. Like, I think that counts for regular season because it's an in-season tournament, basically. Mm-hmm. Isn't the NCAA tournament is technically an in-season tournament?
Yeah,
I think. Yeah,
absolutely. So I don't think it's a question of if, arguably in lieu of injury, but we're seeing wonderful things, and I praise Iowa and their athletic sections. They pump out amazing football players, and they do the same thing with the sports. Shout out to South Carolina women's basketball also. We're doing absolute wonderful things, continuing just a crazy trend. Don Staley is a fantastic head coach. And if any of our listeners have never went and looked up anything at all about Don Staley, go ahead and give yourself a nice little rabbit hole for 5 to 10 minutes. You won't be upset.
I think this is going to be the first year in a long time that the women's national championship might actually be up for grabs. Like it's not just a,
but they do. Their practices, South Carolina women's basketball practices are intense, bro.
I can imagine.
Did a little story with what they do is they have like these on-campus tryouts for men to practice against the South Carolina. These women beat the shit out of the men on the court, but the intensity, the physicality of it, the length,
you try to challenge yourself, and that's how you get better anyway.
Yeah.
Anything.
And I guess these practice players, they all get rings if they win championships too. So they're
nice.
They're a key part.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's just I thought it was a really cool, innovative way to continue to strive for greatness. Don Staley could have just a book. Right? Coach Staley could just have a book. Like, this is what I've done to win championships. If you don't follow this, this is what we're going to do. But it seems like she's always like adapting. And it's absolutely wonderful. And then Gino
Mariama.
I don't know why I do this. Yeah. One of North Carolina, right? No, UConn. UConn's women's head coach basketball. I believe he's one win away from passing Coach K.
Oh, yeah, he's going to pass him, yeah.
Yeah, and again, too, they've been doing absolutely wonderful things. But, available to stream on Peacock, 9 p.m. I believe it's going to be done February 28th. I wouldn't be shocked if it's done earlier.
Yeah. But she could drop 50 points easy one game, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if she drops 40 versus 44 versus Indiana, we'll see. It'll be tough, but I think third quarter Third quarter, February 28th is when she get it. So congratulations, Caitlin Clark. That's fantastic. We've all been enamored watching you play basketball. It's been pretty the bee's knees. I do believe even last year I need to go good on my saying. I need to pick up a Caitlin Clark jersey.
Did you also see that she said that she requested the NCAA to not stop the game for her? Because they will usually, if they break usually an unbeatable record or a record that sets, that's going to last for 20, 30 years. Yeah, they stop the game and they call a timeout after the bucket. She said don't do it because she wants the team to have the moment and not not ridicule the other team and basically
she doesn't want it to become an individual spectacle.
No,
it's one of the things I appreciate about Clark and her camp. It's a very big team. I 100% believe the decision to come back was based off of a team mentality, not a singular mentality, which is why I believe, honestly, that you couldn't have asked me if it would be broken and I would have had an answer for you. But once this comes into fruition, I'm telling you. So a little bit of F1 news. So Bridgestone has lodged their bid to become Formula One's tire supplier for 2025.
Yeah.
It for all intensive purposes, let me see. I've got a couple of these things coming up. Right there it is. So they submitted the bid. The proposal is included advanced innovative technology and sustainable initiatives. One notable feature was their Enlighten technology, which enables tires to have super low rolling resistance for excellent fuel efficiency while enhancing vehicle handling and driving dynamics. The key portion about this is from reading and listening from the drivers and their concerns about tires. And a lot of them are like, hey, we don't have the option to be anything different because we don't have these tire options. Right. So from the sounds of it, Bridgestone heard that
and said
okay, and then looked at Pirelli and went, if you don't want to become better, we'll do it for you. And the renowned Japanese tire manufacturer, who's also really well known in the golf world for their golf balls, they do a wonderful job for a golf ball. I'm feeling like this is probably going to come into fruition. I'm not. I don't think. I mean, I've been watching this for a few weeks now. I've heard nothing from Pirelli. I don't know if they're going to come in with like a last-second effort,
a last-ditch effort, and just try to sneak underneath the rug and pull it away from them. Is that what you're thinking? Maybe they're going to try to do something.
Yeah, I mean, it's receiving positive recognition from F1A and the Formula One group. It highlights the value created by their advanced technology and sustainable initiatives across the value chain. So that's, I mean, the further I even read, the further it goes down, you'll hear, I mean, it's weird, but when you listen to the people buying your product or attempting to buy your product and changing in ways that allows for you to continue success, allowing them to achieve this success they're attempting to create, great things happen. So well done, Bridgestone. Super excited to see how this comes into fruition. Latest poll on the F1 website itself. Vote for your favorite 2024 car. I did go in there and vote right now. Mercedes seems to be in the, Ferrari seems to be in the lead here. Yeah, it's something about that cherry red that just pulls people to it. Red Bull seems to be gaining a little bit of traction, but you got Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull, and then the McLaren. I liked the Aston Martin, but it's just there's too much white in the green.
Yeah.
Unlike the Mercedes that comes at you with that dark forest green, man, it just screams mean things. So I'm not sure if you've looked into the new cars, Kick Swabers, the C44 and the Williams. I mean, That lime green down in the bottom looks like it's going to bump up, but man, I don't know. The F1 cars have always been interesting to me, especially with that like open top concept.
I like to go and actually get into one and like look inside because I think that'd be cooler. I've seen inside of a NASCAR race car, but I guess an F1 car I've never really seen. Their steering wheel is obviously just way different and all this other stuff, but I think it'd be cool to get into one.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean, not drive one, but just
I 100% agree. I want to do both.
I would die.
I think it would be really cool to get into one, but
there's no way I can.
After watching that movie,
yeah.
What a great representation of the cockpit.
You're talking about Ford versus Ferrari?
No, the video game one, where the video gamer became a real life F1 driver.
I don't know if I've seen this.
Yeah, let me F1 video game. I can't believe it. True story of Gran Turismo and driver Jean.
Driver? Is that what it's called? Is this called Driver?
No, I believe it was Gran Turismo. Yeah. Gran Turismo.
Really happen in real life, though.
Yeah, dude, 100%.
The guy went from playing video games to be the best racer, or just
I mean, Max Verstappen holds that. But yeah, I mean, he's a good driver. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Those guys are on podcasts. They're on podcasts all the freaking time. Both him and his teammate.
Max?
Yeah.
Yeah. They just came out and
they can speak really good English. Yeah. It's crazy. Like you're thinking what I'm thinking. Why can't Messi? Yep, exactly. If you guys haven't heard the take,
they won't. They're going to.
If you haven't, you're gonna hear it.
Go listen to it on the last.
Charles, Mike, and Paul really get into the we break down the Messi video. Just it's pretty good.
Still got the jersey over here, so I get that. You might as well have just said Ronaldo is better than Messi, bro.
I think that you literally. I think the best part about it is you keep saying he's trying to say hola. He's saying hola.
He's saying hello, man. He's saying hello. So Verstappen was asked to give his take on Hamilton blockbuster Ferrari switch. So Hamilton going from Mercedes to Ferrari. Verstappen goes, yeah, I think it'll look cool. This dude, I mean,
what does he
dude
care?
Is for those that like, this dude is the Michael Jordan of F1. He's like the Jimmy Johnson or Dale Earnhardt. Junior.
Yeah, he doesn't. There's not even a question who the best racer is. I mean, just say that there's nobody. I mean, I think his teammate might be the second closest person to him. And
I'll never get over
a quarter of the races he's won.
I'll never get over that clip where they're like, "Dude, you got the lead by a lot.
Yeah,
just hang out, just chill. There's no need." And he goes, "But do I have the fastest lap?" And his crew chief comes back over and no, but bro, like there's nothing anybody can do to catch you unless you do something that allows it. So we chill.
Just hang out.
The very next lap. New fastest lap, Max Verstappen. They cut back to the pocket. The chief goes, all right, did you just chill now? And he goes, yeah, fine.
There's a comparison to him.
Oh man, the competitive spirit in this dude is unlike any other. I'm very excited to watch it this season.
Yeah, I think there was a baseball player that did something like that. They asked him what his batting average was or whatever, and he went back out there and like he pinch hit or something in a game, and it might have been in a college game or something. He goes, "Why did you go back out there?" Well, I needed to go another 1-for-1 to get my batting average up 3 points or something, or 0.3 points or something to hit 300 or something. I think it was something like that.
Yeah.
Can't remember who it was.
Would have missed it had he would have lost it had he missed.
Yeah.
There was the competitive spirit. So the first F1 race appears to be coming up 21st through the 23rd in Sakahir. Preseason testing, 4 days, 6 hours, 31 minutes on the Rolex clock. So that'll be pretty exciting to see. And let's click to see if there's any news. If you go right to the F1, click the scheduling, click on Shakir, which I'm probably saying that wrong. Give me a year or two. These will become a little more fluid. It didn't take me very long to figure out how to say Azerbaijan correctly. So there's hope. There's hope. But anyways, there's a beginner guide to F1 preseason testing. We can click on that. What is F1 preseason testing? We'll break this real quick, and then we'll go into some cricket, some world cricket news. So Formula One preseason testing is a chance for teams to put their cars through their paces ahead of the opening race of the year. It enables teams to see if their new designs are working as they should and gives everyone the chance to see all the new F1 cars on the track for the first time. Testing time is limited in F1, so it is a highly regulated event that ensures equal time and conditions for all 10 teams and 20 drivers. Every second counts. Teams have a total testing time of just 24 hours over the course of the event and are only allowed to run one of their cars at a time. So this is why I see the same race happening at noon one day, but like 4 or 5 a.m. the next day, and I'm like, how is this still live? Like, so that was a cool eye opener into the F1 there. In 20 again, this is we are 2024.
So right? Is that basically so that they have multiple cars, they could race the fastest car if that's what they wanted?
Well, so the off season seems to short story, yes, absolutely. The off season seems to be filled with twinks and dinks.
Yeah.
And then you have your last season numbers. That's why every single race is so important. I love that they did this, to be honest with you, right? Because you want to see what you were doing at the maximum of last season. Now you're going to twink it off season without being able to really see if what worked or what not. And then you're going to go into it. Maybe you don't have the same power out of the turn, or maybe you've got a little more power you weren't ready for, and it's something that you got to tweak in the driver's skill itself. So absolutely. And they only have 24 hours. So it's like, okay, it starts at 4 p.m. on Friday, or it might even start at like 3 a.m., Saturday morning, and go until 3 a.m. Sunday morning, with everything finishing Sunday evening. So, but again, where can I watch F1 preseason testing? Apparently, the F1 TV Pro subscribers can experience every angle live on any device, get in-depth analysis, plus catch up with full session replays and highlights. Alternatively, preseason coverage may also be carried by our F1 broadcast partners in your area. So check your local listings. And I believe, there's 7,000 TV networks. So
everybody's got a cell phone in their pocket, and if you really wanted to find it, you can find it. We don't have to give it to you. I'm pretty sure you can go on ESPN, and F1 Racing is on there. It's going to give you all the details that you need, where to find the races and where to get ready to watch. More than likely, if you don't have any of these special channels, you're probably not going to get to watch it other than ESPN, or maybe, FS1 isn't FS1 anymore. This is Bally Sports for us, or Fox Sports, whatever you want to call it, FS1.
Yes, and they're also doing a wonderful fantasy draft on F1. So the website there. Pick your 2024 team now for a chance to win incredible prizes. I'm going to guess Max is probably going to be on quite a few.
I'm going to guess if you don't take him, you're probably not winning that draft. That
would have to agree. So,
there's some cricket news.
U.S. to co-host 2024 Cricket World Cup. See the ICC Men's T20 match schedule, groups, and host cities. So it appears that the U.S. leg of the 2024 T20 World Cup will take place in the vibrant cities of New York. Makes sense. It really does.
But yeah, sure.
Texas, specifically Grand Prairie. Probably said that wrong too.
Texas?
That's not how they're saying it in Texas. Yeah, and that makes sense also. And then sunny Florida, which makes sense also.
I was going to say, where are they doing it in Texas other than where?
Some of the largest. It's
got to be outdoors.
International mixes of culture reside in these places. New York, Texas, in the southern area. And a lot of the multicultural facets of cricket and its worldwide renowned glory, so it made sense to me that it would be in these areas.
One thing I always wanted to look up, Charles, is what the hell is a cricket arena? What does it entail? Because it looks like they just put up bleachers and they make them. It's got fake walls. Like, it's not like an actual, the ones that we put up for like the Champions League.
I have no idea, actually. I have no idea. Yeah. So this is, I'm really glad you
it kind of looks like they do it on a soccer field, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And then they just put the stands around it. It's very interesting, to say the least.
Well, absolutely. The first leg of the ICC men's team, I can't wait to dig into that more, especially to see the pop-ups. We'll bring this to our listeners and many more also. Videos and all the video on our YouTube page, Instagram, yada, yada. So wow, that's weird. Hold on. Why did it bring up the 2023?
Well,
is this? And forgive me, listeners, because this is new to me. But apparently, India and Pakistan played the first leg of the World. So the opening match is scheduled for June 1st, 2024, and the final will take place June 29th, 2024 in Barbados. But the opening match is set to take place in New York. The anticipated clash between India and Pakistan is scheduled for June 9th, 2024, and it'll be held in New York.
New York.
So is India and Pakistan playing the first match? They're obviously not playing the first match if they're playing June 9th.
I don't know. There's too much stuff going on. I just don't worry about it. That's months away. It's only February.
I guess we'll definitely have to T20 World Cup 2024 schedule. We're definitely going to have to.
They bounce.
Teams and qualifications.
I'm sure they bounce around because those guys play their actual country leagues too way before they ever even come over here and play.
Yeah.
So
USA, because we're going to have to look into the USA schedule. The United States. USA versus Canada, June 1st in Dallas.
I'm assuming
USA versus Pakistan, June 6th in Dallas. Yeah. June 12th, USA versus Indiana in New York. June 14th, USA versus Ireland in Florida. So USA shares Group A with India, Pakistan, Ireland, and Canada. I feel like we're going to get our asses kicked.
I was about to say the fact that you just said that all of those teams, and I was like, I don't think it's that popular here.
For us, it's not 100% no. But I mean, from the sounds of what I'm reading right now, if USA beats either India or Pakistan, that might be USA cricket's miracle on ice.
Right, or it could lead to a war. I'm just saying,
textile war for sure.
Yeah.
Our shirts are going to show up fucked up.
That's what I was saying. They're going to play. They're boycotting everything. You ain't getting your clothes. You're not getting.
Yeah, if you go on that USA Census World Population.gov website, you could click into the individual countries and see what we're getting from them. But then you got to go to Google and figure out what the USA exports and imports from them specifically, not just the dollar amount.
Yeah, we'd be fucked. Too many of your Temu orders from you.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to look into that. we're gonna have to look into the USA 2024 cricketers.
Yeah,
we're gonna find these cricketers. We're gonna find where they are, chat. Or sorry, that was Twitter thing. We're gonna find where they are, listeners. We're gonna find where they are. Holy moly, this is exciting though.
Yeah,
I think. Real quick before I get into that final thought, the UEFA Champions League did kick off this week. Some super exciting games. Kind of what should have happened. Man City kicked the shit out of Copenhagen 3-1.
Yeah.
PSG took it from Real 2-0, not Real Madrid, Real Sociedad.
Yeah, I was gonna
there's
say
a bunch of shit going on with them.
Yeah.
I guess people are really disappointed and just they can't do shit. The one that kind of bummed me out, and that's more so because my fantasy pick was Lazio beating Bayern Munich 1-0. Get your heads out of your asses, Bayern Munich. What the fuck? But then Real Madrid came in. That was kind of the big one. Next matches appear to be Tuesday, February 20th. You've got Dortmund versus Eindhoven, and then Inter versus Atletico. Ones that most of United States soccer followers kind of would be interested in would be Wednesday, February 22nd. You're going to be watching Barcelona versus Napoli and Porto versus Arsenal. So far as they have been live, I've been able to catch them on the CBS network.
If you guys are big basketball fans, the All-Star games this weekend.
The All-Star games this weekend, and one of the coaches, Doc Rivers, kind of an amazing story.
Kind of weird. Yeah,
I'm really upset. Defense in the NBA is about effort. It's not about coaching. And the Milwaukee Bucks need to find this effort, pull it out their ass, and embrace it. I don't know what else to tell them on that one.
NBA.
We are following.
Sponsored by Ruffles.
No, the All-Star Celebrity Game. I believe the coaches in that one is Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp.
Shannon Sharp, yeah.
Yep.
And 50 Cent is 50 Cent is your Team Shannon assistant coach. As I'll go through the rosters right now.
Please do.
Shannon Sharp.
We got lots of time.
Annuel A. Kai Sanat, Connor Daly, Walker Hayes, Quincy Isaiah, Jewel Lloyd, Puka Nakua.
Hey,
Lily Singh, sir, Dylan Wang. And for Team Stephen A, we got Kwame Owuchai, Meta World Peace. That's an NBA player. That's not you can't have that in there. Come on, man. That's not fair. Jack Ryan. CJ Stroud is playing for Team Steven. Giancarlo Tamberi, Adam Blackstone, Natasha Cloud, McCole Hardman Jr., Jennifer Hudson is playing, Tristan Jazz, and AJ McLean. I know about 13 of those names.
I know less than 8.
Yeah.
I know less than 8. What I do know from the outside looking in is that Stephen A. Smith bitched like a little child about something about last year, and he would never be back, and then he was suckered into coming back. So it looks, from the sounds of it, it looks like they stacked his team so it would be more about the All-Star game and less about his big ass mouth.
Yeah, he's got 2 extra players. What's up with that?
Yeah. Like I said, I don't. Elephant in the room. Sounds like he had more women on his team than, I don't know. That's
maybe
Stephen A. Smith thing.
2 extra players.
I just think the NBA looked at it and went, we don't want to hear him cry no more. So just give the baby what he wants.
I'm gonna go watch it when we get done. I want to go see. Go see what the score is here.
That's happening now.
That's at 6 o'clock. It says
6 o'clock.
Should be on right now.
I'm looking around for soccer and the bare knuckle, and the bare knuckle boxing.
You and the bare knuckle boxing, yes.
Yeah, the bare knuckle fight club. Yeah, dude, I'm watching the shit out of that.
Bare knuckle fight news next week. Don't worry.
Yeah, good. Can't wait for that. We got a lot coming up. It does look like Stephen A. Smith's team is well in front of Shannon's team. So
we won't give away the scores. So you can watch it yourself.
Yeah, but thank God anybody who's out there, we ain't going to have to listen. We'll just have to listen to him laugh. If you listen to it at all. Let's see. the top 90 NFL podcast. Those are just things we do great.
We got it. We nailed it.
Again, you could find that list at feedspot.com. They have many, many lists. It's fantastic. There was a little skidbit about the Chicago Bears stadium catching a hiccup. We'll talk a little bit more about that as we find out. Patrick, did you have anything else you wanted to throw in that quickly?
Yeah, the only thing we know about that is as of right now, it's still in limbo. And Charles said that they are building a fancy stadium with no retractable roof. So.
Fancy stadium. This thing that bums me out. For one, if you were worried about Jared Goff playing outside, I guess this adds a little bit of longevity to his career. But like you mentioned, something about it's not going to be ready if everything continues to go as planned, 4 or 5 years. So there's still hope that the Lions screw it up.
The Lions still suck, yeah.
But anywho, I mean, this is going to change the dynamic of the NFC North. It's not going to be cold no more. I mean, you've got 3 of 4 stadiums indoors, and as Packer fans who live pretty darn close to the Packer Stadium, and with the other 3 stadiums being newer and with a roof.
Right.
There was only one fan-entered rendition or potential rendition that I saw that didn't have a roof. And I'm telling you, it looks like the designers are pushing against the no roof because the designs we're getting for these no roof potential. And again, there's nothing in the works for a new stadium in Lambeau Field right now, for the love of God. But I've learned a lot living this close to Green Bay, and I would not be shocked if there is a new stadium in the works for the Green Bay Packers within the next decade. I would not be shocked. So the NFC North might be going inside. And I don't know how I feel about that. If you want to watch the game indoors, stay at home. Sit on your couch or recliner or something, right? I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this. So I don't think I should get ahead of myself right now. I don't know. I'm already mad, and I don't think it's not even a reality. I'm already pissed, dude. And I feel like I've got connections to the Lombardis now. You know what I mean? Hell, one of them was one of my college professors last year or the year before. God, yeah, I've been in school for a minute. I'm almost done with this shit. Or so they think. But anywho, so that's just wild to me. And the scuttlebutt around the NFL draft is fantastic too. I'm really looking forward to the red carpet Green Bay lays out for the NFL draft. That's going to be a lot of fun for us. I can promise you that. Do you have anything else you'd like to bring up?
Well, I got one more thing. You got to remind everybody about the old muggers.
Go ahead.
You guys subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you will be able to win this beautiful mug here.
Do you have a photo of it? Oh, there it is. I want the mug. And again, remember, get to the YouTube page, subscribe, comment on the video. I want the mug. Also, you follow the Facebook pages, the Instagram. We appreciate all of that. We appreciate everything you do. And if you don't have the time, even a share goes in and helps us so much. Inviting your friends to our pages, all of it. You all have done absolutely wonderful. We appreciate all of the traffic. We absolutely are enamored every time the numbers come in, and we continue to try to be that eclectic group of individuals on the airwaves with our individual glorious opinions. For everyone out there listening, the world's a much better place because you're in it. Smile more.
Go get that mug.